Hello, everyone. It's me, Dave, from A Tree with Roots Music, and I'm here to answer some questions from these letters that we got, these great letters that we got from middle school students. Here we go. Dear Andrew and Dave, your movie was great. It was really interesting what life was like in a different country. I was wondering, how did you get the shots of the buildings up high? Did you go in a helicopter? This is from Nora. Nora, we did not get in a helicopter. That would have been awesome. But in order to shoot from a helicopter, you have to have a special helicopter, usually equipped with what they call a gyro or gyroscope, which enables the camera to stay smooth so you can get really smooth shots in a helicopter. Without one, it's nearly impossible to shoot from a helicopter. I've tried it over New York City. I tried to shoot the Statue of Liberty for a project from a helicopter without the proper equipment, and the footage was basically unusable. However, I did have our trusty A Tree with Roots music drone. His name was Little Stanley. Unfortunately, Little Stanley, I had an accident with Little Stanley, and Little Stanley, I dropped him into a river not far from my studio, and he was never seen again. But he was a little drone, and he enabled me to fly in the sky of Kathmandu, Pokhara, and a couple of other places. I wanted to show you a couple of the clips. That maybe you didn't see in the movie that we used the drone for. The second day we were there during a break from the film festival, as Andrew told you the last time in our last video, we were there for a film festival. And one of the breaks, I realized that it was kind of like rush hour over at the outside of where in Kathmandu, where the film festival was. So I put the drone in the air and got some cool shots of traffic in Kathmandu. You can see kind of like there's no lanes. It's just a free-for-all on the streets. But also what's interesting in this clip, look to the left. You can kind of see this walkway that looks like there should be a whole lot of water in there. And in fact, during the rainy season, that is filled with water. But we were there during the dry season, so there's not any water to speak of. So those are some cool shots from the second day. Also, I put the drone in the air in Kathmandu at the Music Museum of Nepal, where we did a few interviews. And that gave us a really good view of the river nearby. This was like late morning. You could kind of see the smog and the pollution, the air pollution that's and the dust that's in the air in this area. But you can see again the traffic on the bridge. Here's another shot of the water source in the water in Kathmandu. You can also see up in there in the corner the reconstruction of some of the temples from the damage of the 2015 earthquake. There's still a lot of temples and buildings that were still damaged. And then one of the buildings that was damaged was this temple that was right where the Music Museum of Nepal was located. And you can see the scaffolding all the way up as they fix this beautiful temple. And then one other place that I asked permission to fly here, and I was very excited that they said yes. Usually they don't say yes in places like this, but this was the world's largest statue of Shiva. I did a couple of approaches on the giant Shiva statue. Really cool. And then also while we were there, this shot would have been really cool. It's a shot. It's a rise. We rise up this flagpole, and it reveals the valley of Nepal with the Himalayas in the background. Of course, I could not get the wind to blow on command, so it's a cool shot of the valley. But I really wanted that flag to like wave as I flew up on the. Anyway, didn't happen. Anyway, that's the drone's situation. That's how we got a lot of those shots. We used the drone. Also, there's a great clip here where you can see me on the roof I'm on the roof of one of the buildings. We had just finished up recording the Mothers singing group, and a couple of the kids went up on the roof with me, and I did another cool run of drone shots there too. Anyway, I also thought. Back to your letter. I also thought the woman singing towards the end, she had a super good voice. I never learned about the traditional music and instruments in Nepal, but that was awesome to see. Thank you, Nora. No, thank you, Nora, and thank you all the students of that great English class. Keep sending the letters in. We will continue to answer the questions. Just a thought on the woman singing towards the end. That is the Mothers group. Their voices were just amazing, and we spent a couple of hours recording their songs. And the dancing and the music was just something else. And a beautiful trip, a wonderful trip. And we got those shots using a drone, now deceased. Rest in peace, little Stanley. And we'll see you soon. All right. Thank you. Bye.